What if I told you the very things we're watching in the world right now were already spoken by Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago? Think about that. Wars, rumors of wars, nations rising against nations, earthquakes, famines, and hearts growing cold. Doesn't it sound like the news today? But here's the thing. Jesus warned us about these days in Matthew 24, and he said something powerful. See that you are not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So let me ask you, when you see chaos breaking out, do you feel fear or do you feel faith? Are you shaken by the headlines or are you holding on to God's promises? Jesus didn't just talk about disasters. He talked about deception. He said many false prophets and false messiahs would come, leading people astray. Look around. How many voices today claim to have the truth yet pull people further from God? How do we tell the difference? The answer is in Jesus himself, because he is the way, the truth, and the life. And then Jesus spoke about persecution. He said his followers would be hated because of his name. Maybe you've already felt it, mocked for your faith, pushed aside for what you believe, laughed at for holding on to Jesus Christ. But Jesus said this would happen, and he also promised this. The one who endures to the end will be saved. Now let's keep it real. No one knows the exact day or hour Jesus will return. Not the angels, not even the Son, but only the Father. Matthew 24:36. That means we can't play guessing games. But here's the question. If no one knows the hour, are you living ready? If Jesus came tonight, would you be prepared to meet him face to face? Luke 21 says there will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars, and nations in distress with no answers. And yet, Jesus told us something that should shake our souls with hope. When these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. So family, let me ask you again. When the world shakes, where do your eyes go? Do you look down in fear, or do you look up in faith? I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to wake you up. Because whether it's today, tomorrow, or years from now, one truth will never change. Jesus Christ is coming back. And when he comes, it won't be quiet. It won't be hidden. Revelation says every eye will see him. So here's the choice. Are you ready or are you running? Are you following Jesus or are you chasing the world? Do you believe his words or do you believe the lies of the enemy? This is why we gather here. Not to judge, not to point fingers, but to remind each other that God's word is true. To encourage one another when it feels heavy. To lift our eyes to heaven when the world tells us to bow to fear. So I want you to drop your truth in the comments. Do you believe these are the days Jesus spoke about? Do you believe he's coming soon? And most importantly, are you ready? Because one thing I know, your soul is worth more than anything this world could ever give. And Jesus Christ paid the highest price so you could be free.